Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. My family was shot. They killed my brother. My brother's dead.
Albuquerque police are investigating a pair of shootings and a crash in the Northeast Heights that appear to be connected.
Officers were called to Montgomery on the east side around 3:30 in the morning to reports of a shooting. Investigators say that an elderly mother and her 2 adult children were in their car in a church parking lot when they were attacked by a man with a gun.
Apparently someone approached them and maybe tried to carjack the car. One of the victims reported that the driver, who was her brother, was shot.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. You may have already heard the news about Tophiachu, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing about it. Either way, this is a difficult and tragic situation that deserves to be addressed with care and respect. Moving forward, early in the morning, Tophia and her family, her mother, Mama Chu, or otherwise known as Marie, and her brother, Brotherchu, also known as Donald Jr., were staying in their car overnight in a parking lot. If you're not aware, Tophiachu and her family have been homeless for some time, living out of their vehicle and trying to get by however they can. At first, it appeared to be just another night for Tophia, but within an instant, everything changed for the worse. A horrific and senseless act of violence took place, one that has left lasting consequences for Tophia.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. My family was shot. They killed my brother. My brother's dead. Oh my God, my mom, he took the car. He stole the car and he got out. I said, get out, get out. And I didn't think my mom. Oh my God. My brother looked dead. Help me. Why? Why? Why did people on the internet? Oh my God. No. No. Why? I have nobody. Why did they do this? You guys, I don't know. My mom might be dead. I should have never left her in the car. I'm sorry. I freaked out because he was trying to take the car. My brother looked dead. Oh my God.
I called the cops, y'all, right away. My family, from what I know, they said, is at the hospital. I don't know if they're alive. My brother Luptuna lived in the driver's seat. Also, guys, the Instagram story of me freaking out was after I called the cop. They left to find the car.
Before I continue, I want to acknowledge that this is a deeply personal and painful event for those involved. These are real people with real lives, and these losses are very real. Please allow space for the victims and their loved ones to process what has happened during this time. On March 11, 2025, around 3:30 a.m., a young male was involved in a carjacking with an older female and younger female. Both were described as the older female's children. It remains uncertain whether this was a random act of violence or a carjacking attempt gone wrong. Regardless, it is with great sadness that we report that Donald Jr., Tophia's brother, has passed away due to the extent of his injuries. Mary was critically injured as well and is currently in hospital care. Her condition is uncertain at this time, but more updates are to be expected. More will be explained in the video regarding the circumstances of this event, but for now, I'll let the clips play out.
Hey guys, I know I was advised not to post anything, but I want to keep you updated. From the article that I got, I'm still waiting to talk to detectives. I don't know if my mom or my brother are alive, but I'm not talking to anyone right now, only people that I really trust, so I'm sorry if I don't respond to you. I'm going through a lot. Please stay safe, guys. Tell your loved ones you love them. Hug them. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna live without my mom, my brother, or my dad, because he won't take this kind. I can't process living without them. I don't know what's going on, but please.
Whether you like Tophiachu or not, the loss of life is something truly tragic, and I would wish this fate upon no one. Losing your only family when you've already been through so much is beyond words. Tophia recognizes that sharing this information may not be the easiest decision, but it's a way for her to process this trauma and for those to understand what she's going through. Moving forward, one user from the Reddit captured a recording of the radio broadcast about the incident, which broke before the official news made it to the larger outlets.
With the suspect.
As they fought, there's a security guard for the apartment complex just to the south side of Montgomery. He got involved and intervened. Somehow the confrontation moved into the parking lot of the apartment complex, and shots were fired.
The suspect was killed. The mother, whose son also died, was hospitalized in stable condition with a gunshot wound. Her daughter was not injured. A motorcyclist and a driver.
After learning the circumstances of this carjacking, it appears that Donald Jr. may have been trying to protect his loved ones when the violence escalated. Around 3:30 a.m. on March 11, officers responded to a shooting that took place near Montgomery Park, which is near San Mateo Boulevard and Comanche Northeast. Shortly after the initial shooting report at the park, a vehicle involved in the shooting crashed near the 6801 Montgomery Boulevard Northeast. According to the Albuquerque Police Department, a second shooting took place following the crash, which involved the security guard, which will be later mentioned as well.
Some of which appear to be related. Now, officers were called to Montgomery on the east side around 3:30 in the morning to reports of a shooting. Investigators say that an elderly mother and her 2 adult children were in their car in a church parking lot when they were attacked by a man with a gun. Now, police say that the man shot the son and the mother while the daughter was able to get away. The son died from his injuries while the mother was transported to the hospital. Now, the suspect took their vehicle and fled the scene. After escaping, the suspect crashed into a Jeep less than a mile away on Montgomery near San Mateo. Now, the son and the mother, they were still in the vehicle at the time. Witnesses say that the suspect then confronted the Jeep driver until a nearby security guard intervened. The situation then escalated, and the security guard shot the suspect, killing him.
We've learned that a violent carjacking near Montgomery Park turned deadly when the suspect crashed his Subaru within the park, then ran through the area and attempted to steal a brightly colored car. This car was the one occupied by Tophia and her family. The carjacker fatally shot Donald Jr. at the scene and critically injured Mary, who is in the back seat of the car. The suspect then took off with the vehicle, driving away with both Donald Jr. and Mary still inside. It was later confirmed that this was Tophia's family based on the vehicle's markings. Multiple Facebook car groups have posted tributes to Donald Jr. following his death, commending his possible efforts to stop the carjacking from escalating.
Officers responded this morning to a reported shooting in the area of Ponderosa near Montgomery Boulevard, and this was near Montgomery Park. As we've since learned, it sounds like this all started with the vehicle. I think you can see it resting that way, was in a parking lot of a church near that park. It's unknown if the individuals were sleeping in the vehicle in that church parking lot or what exactly was going on, but it was about 3:30 in the morning. There were 3 adults in the vehicle. Apparently someone approached them and maybe tried to carjack the car. One of the victims reported that the driver, who was her brother, was shot. And then the suspect tried to grab her and pull her out of the passenger seat. She was able to get away and flee from the victim. There was another female victim, who I believe is the mother of those 2, was also shot.
Out of respect for the victims involved and for Tophia, I've excluded the graphic details of this tragic event as they could be triggering for some viewers. The following clip will touch up on any remaining details related to the incident.
You're taking a live look at the scene right there. Now, not long after, a vehicle that police say was involved in the shooting crashed on Montgomery just west of Louisiana. And then a second shooting occurred just after the crash. Now, police say that two people were killed and a third was taken to the hospital. While police investigate, again, you can see right there, traffic has been shut down on Montgomery. That's in both directions near Louisiana. Drivers should plan for an alternate route. That is including the kids going to Del Norte High School. Now stick with us throughout the morning as we follow this developing situation.
It's fair to say that I'm going to be taking a break from making content on Tophiachu for quite some time, and I am grateful for the laugh she brought us. I wish her family the best, and I advise other channels to take the same approach after such an incident. No matter what your opinion is on the matter, at the end of the day, this is a tragic loss of life once again. My condolences go out to Tophia and her family. Rest in peace, Donald Jr. Until the next video, take care, everyone.